The police arrest a naked woman who was driving a stolen fire truck. A man drank heavily and took steroids without working out and finished last in a bodybuilding competition. And the city of New Orleans is going to use AI to handle their 911 emergency calls. These are the weird stories on Weird AF News, your only source for daily weird news in the podcast format. This is Jonesy, the host of Weird AF News. I'm recording 3 weird, strange news segments in a closet. Here we go. Police officers arrest a naked woman driving a stolen fire truck. This story is out of Wisconsin, and sounds to me like Wisconsin is turning into the Florida of the North with this naked fire truck heist. Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin is where this took place. Sounds like a lovely place. Last place you would think that would have a naked lady carjacking a fire truck. Pleasant Prairie. Not a lot going on, though, in Pleasant Prairie. A little boring. This is why people in Wisconsin drink so much. There's not a lot going on. And when you drink a lot, you tend to get involved in capers and shenanigans and debauchery. So we have here someone stealing a fire truck with no clothes. They're calling it a bizarre theft. That's an understatement. A bizarre theft in Wisconsin was caught on police body camera. Authorities say a woman stole a fire truck. It's a fire department pickup truck. And then she turned on the emergency lights and she drove off. She wants to fight fires. Have you heard of volunteer fire people? Volunteer firemen is a thing. Firefighters. Volunteer. She's just trying to do her duty, all right? Are we going to take this away from her? Her new hobby that has a purpose? Some people do hobbies with no purpose. Her hobby has a real purpose. She thinks she can save people, perhaps. Let's keep reading. Let's find out what the motivation was. It's probably meth. So we got a lady who stole a fire department pickup truck, turned the lights on, and drove off. I'm impressed that she knew how to turn the lights on. How do you know how to turn those fiery lights on? Let's find out if she knows how to work the hose as well. Hey, yo, come on, work the hose? Okay, yeah, some of my jokes are for 14-year-olds, clearly. When the police actually tracked her down, they found something else they weren't expecting. The woman behind the wheel of the stolen Pleasant Prairie Fire Department pickup truck was not responding to any emergency whatsoever. Oh, that was the surprise? Wow, that's strange. She's not responding to an emergency. We thought she was really just borrowing the fire truck to go to an actual legitimate emergency. We're so surprised. How are you so surprised that she's not responding to an emergency? People don't steal police cars, ambulances, fire trucks, and then use those vehicles to seriously respond to actual emergencies out there in the field. This is not what's going on at all. Although I did cover a story once where a guy stole a public train. It was like a subway, and he made all the stops along the route. And I think it was his birthday, and I'm pretty sure he was a Floridaman. Now, the police obviously caught her, pulled her over, and that's when the officers discovered something else. This woman wasn't dressed for the occasion. She wasn't dressed at all. Dressed for the occasion, like she wasn't wearing a fireman's outfit that she got at Spirit Halloween. No, it turns out the woman was not wearing any clothes at all when she stole the fire truck. Or she stole the fire truck with clothes on and then disrobed in the middle of it. I don't know, maybe those trucks are very hot inside. I'll tell you, I like this lady's initiation. Is that what it's called? My daddy used to say I'm lacking initiation. She's got initiation. She's got that get up and go. I like that in an American. Now, during the arrest, you can hear the Q&A over the police body camera. The officer can be heard saying, "Why are you naked right now?" To which she responded, "I am supposed to be meeting someone." As one does. Naked with a vehicle that is not theirs. Oh, this is great. This is great. I'm supposed to be meeting someone. Oh, well, that clears everything up. Be on your way. As you were, miss. Is that what she thought was going to happen? Oh, I just love the excuses these people come up with. It's the best. Excuse me, why are you breaking into a church with a headless goose? Oh, 'cause Jesus told me to. Now, the naked woman has been identified as 36-year-old Emily Fair. She's charged with operating a motor vehicle without the owner's consent. Well, it sounds like at least she had a license. That's a start, you know. Had this been a Florida man, you know there's going to be no license involved at all. A series of DUIs in the past. There's more information here. As far as the play-by-play goes, investigators say Emily was caught on camera climbing into the pickup truck, turning the emergency lights on, and driving away from fire station number 3 in Pleasant Prairie. You guys know the place, fire station number 3. Way better than fire station number 6. They leave the keys inside all the fire trucks. It's so fun. Minutes later, dispatchers heard strange calls on the radio. She knew how to work the lights and the radio. This is incredible. Maybe she's trying to get a job. You know, it's hard to get a job right now. You know what they say? If the job that you want isn't out there, you create it for yourself. You create the job you want to see in the world. How does it go? There's some kind of phrase like that. Maybe the phrase is just, if you see a job you like, just take the damn thing. It's us against the job market, right, guys? Okay, so minutes later, dispatchers heard strange calls on the radio. They heard Emily saying, "I'm hungry. You got any food in here?" Oh, that's amazing. Oh, this lady gets on the radio. Hey, come on. I just, I got this fire truck here that I'm borrowing. Is there any food in here? I'm on my way to meet someone. I need some carbs. How do you work the hose? I'm thirsty. How do you turn this hose on? Oh, this lady, I tell you, she's got that thing, she's got that thing we all wish we had. It's just a fearless, inspired motivation, and she's not taking no for an answer in life. These are the real superheroes out there. We all watch movies about superheroes. They fly, they can lift a car, they have lasers coming out of their eyes, they can see through things. Whatever magic they can do is still nowhere near the magic that Emily's doing right here. This is a real superhero in life. Doesn't pay attention to laws, rules, configurations, structure. She doesn't even register structure in the world. She's like, limitations, those don't exist. Like, every point is cotangent and I can reach wherever I want. Nothing's holding me back. Does this make any sense? I'm a little high on milligrams of caffeine right now, a little too many. Now, all in all, it took the police over an hour to find Emily and the fire truck near a Department of Public Works garage where she was still seated in the driver's seat. Officers later found her dress in the bed of the truck before taking her to get checked out and then taking her into custody. She is scheduled for a competency hearing, and if convicted, she could face up to 6 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. See, this is ridiculous that you would give her 6 years in prison. Like, she's obviously having a major mental crash out. This isn't someone who's, wow, I can never understand why this is how we treat the mentally ill here. Like, this lady's got a problem. Maybe she's trying to find a lover. She's like, I want to meet a firefighter. How do I do it? I steal a truck. Like, that's mental illness right there, I mean, nothing wrong with wanting to date a firefighter. They got abs. They're great. A man drank heavily and took steroids without working out and finished last in a bodybuilding competition. What a surprise. The guy that took steroids and didn't work out was beaten by guys that took steroids and worked out. Shocker. This is a really bizarre one. This guy's name is Peter Mossfield. He's officially taken his strange bodybuilding experience to the stage. He is the man behind the viral Booze Bag Fitness account on social media. Have you heard of Booze Bag Fitness? I assume he just boozes all day while working out or while not working out. He previously gained attention by claiming that he was taking anabolic steroids and drinking heavily while not working out, all with the goal of eventually entering a bodybuilding competition. Well, over the weekend, he actually did enter the bodybuilding competition, it says. He competed in Men's Classic Physique Open Class B at the 2026 NPC East Coast Mecca Classic in New York City. Sheesh. That was a mouthful for sure. How do you even tell people you're involved in this? It's so complicated. You're competing? Yeah, I'm competing in the Men's Classic Physique Open Class B at the 2026 NPC East Coast Mecca Classic in New York. That was a workout just saying it. Now, what's no surprise is Mossfield finished 8th, which was last among the competitors who received any placing whatsoever. And somehow the story gets even stranger. How does it get stranger than a man that didn't take steroids losing a bodybuilding competition? It's already so crazy. Are you going to now tell me that a man that doesn't have a mouth entered a competitive eating contest and finished last? Because that would be nuts as well. You know what I mean? Now, it says, according to Mossfield, the anti-bodybuilder, he left the competition to go drinking, and he then lost track of time, and he missed the finals. Well, it doesn't sound like he even got to the finals, did he? He finished last place. The article goes on to describe his strange bodybuilding experiment. His premise was simple, if extremely controversial. See how much muscle he could build using anabolic steroids without lifting weights. Alcohol was a huge part of this experiment. Mossfield claimed that during portions of the challenge, he was consuming as many as 24 alcoholic beverages each day. During his cutting phase, that means cutting weight, he switched from beer to vodka and diet soda in an effort to reduce calories while getting leaner. Here's a quote from his liver. "Ah, stop it, man! Stop it, would you? My goodness! I can't handle you!" Now, earlier in his experiment, he claimed he intended to work out while drinking. He ultimately decided he did not want to train at all and instead began using the steroids instead. Despite the backlash and obvious health concerns surrounding the stunt, Mossfield continued his preparation and ultimately stepped on stage. There's a list of the official Men's Classic Physique Open Class B results. He is listed in last place at number 8. Well, it all makes sense when you don't work out at all and you drink 24 vodkas a day for who knows how long. You're probably not going to win any competitions at that point unless it's a boozing competition. Maybe that's the thing. He was just in the wrong competition, I think. Here's a quote from Mossfield after the competition. He says, well, in my mind, I think it was either me or the other guy. We had the best package out there. Oh, the best package. This guy's a comedian. Look at him out there. There's a photo of him. He doesn't look bad, man. Pretty good for not working out. I heard you could take steroids and you will build some muscle. Like you could, without working out. I don't know if it's true. That's what I heard. Of course, it's very hard to glean anything from this particular experiment because you're like, at what point did the steroids kick in and the booze took over? I don't know. When you drink that much, he's lucky he didn't have a heart attack, really. Mossfield added that he also believes failing to shave his body may have hurt his placing. This guy's a comedian. He says he stopped taking steroids following the competition, though, and now intends to begin lifting weights without using the steroids. He says, quote, I'm a born-again natural. His goal is now to determine whether he can maintain the muscle he gained while using PEDs by finally introducing resistance training. He also claims he wants to begin MMA training, and he wants to return to baseball. What is this guy? He says his goal is to try out for a professional baseball team, although not an MLB organization, in the spring of 2027. He also proposed challenges, including what he called a cigarette marathon and a year-long push-up progression. Okay. This guy's obviously just pulling stunts to get clicks on social media, obviously, so I'm not going to give him any more press, if you could call this press. I don't know if you can call this press. It's Weird AF News. I don't know if it's press.
You know those tiny back-to-school emergencies that somehow become your problem? That's why I love Uber Eats. You can order school supplies, snacks, and lunchbox essentials for $5 or less. So when your kid casually drops, I don't like peanut butter anymore, or I need 5 green highlighters for a project due tomorrow, Uber Eats has you covered. Get everything you need for back to school today from your favorite brands like Aldi and Staples on Uber Eats. Order now. Ends 9/7. $5 or less before taxes and fees. Select items only. Availability varies. See app for details.
New Orleans is planning on using AI to replace 911 operators. Oh, surely this will be a success. It says, if you call 911 in New Orleans, you may hear the sound of an artificial intelligence agent answering your call instead of a human voice. Great. What's an AI 911 operator sound like? Oh, I see you've been shot. That's an interesting scenario. I can totally roll with that. Let me know when you want to get started. I can surely help you begin the project at this point. Here at 911, we understand that seconds matter. Like to sign up for our 911 Plus response package for $29.99 a month? Here at 911, we care about your situation and we want to offer the best solutions available. Press 1 for immediate attention, but not so immediate attention. Press 2 for a slow and painful death while we don't respond at all. Let me jump back into the story for us. The Orleans Parish Communication District is using this artificial intelligence to handle some, but not all, of the emergency calls in New Orleans, mainly related to auto incidents, they say. So no need to fear, guys. It's just auto accidents that they're handling. It's just the most common of the accident type, and probably the most common 911 call you ever get is auto accidents. Don't worry, guys. It's just auto. What could possibly go wrong with AI? Just handling the auto ones. Help! We're sinking! We're sinking! What is it you're thinking? Now, as you can imagine, the communications district says they are using AI to reduce the volume of calls that human dispatchers must handle, which is over 1,000 emergency calls a day. OPCD says it receives numerous calls about a single auto accident. It uses AI to filter non-important calls from emergency calls related to the incident. Here's how the department explains the technology, in case you're curious. After an auto crash has been reported and responders have been notified, the AI call triage tool kicks in, and only when 1, all operators are busy, and 2, a 911 call then comes in from within 200 meters of an already reported accident. The AI tells the caller they have reached New Orleans 911 and asks if they are calling about this particular incident at that location. If the caller responds with anything other than a yes, they are returned to the 911 call queue to speak with a human. If the caller responds with a yes, the AI advises them that they are already aware of the incident and tells the caller that if the caller is involved in the crash or has further information to provide, the caller should stay on the line, otherwise they may hang up. All right, so it looks like they're just using it a little bit in a situation where they already have spoken to a human about a particular emergency. So seems okay. I was under the assumption that they were the first line of defense, if the humans were already busy on another call. You can still see where this might be a major issue, though, down in Louisiana with those accents. I mean, they've tried like AI at Taco Bell and Burger King drive-thrus, and they can't understand anything. How are they going to understand like a call from a windy side of a highway about an auto accident from people that are freaking out and then have a thick Cajun accent? Come on, help, I got to on the road. You have to help someone doing something. They're bleeding. Help. We are located about around the highway, the swamp, the gators, man, gators. Like, how is an AI going to understand that sort of accent? I'm sorry, sir. I didn't catch that. Would you mind repeating?
Tires matter. They're the only part of your vehicle that touches the road. Tread confidently with new tires from Tire Rack. Whether you're looking for expert recommendations or know exactly what you want, Tire Rack makes it easy. Fast, free shipping, free road hazard protection, and convenient installation options. Go to TireRack.com to see tire test results, tire ratings, and consumer reviews, and be sure to check out all the special offers. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Victor! Hello, my friends and loyal listeners of the Weird AF News Podcast. Thanks for hanging out with me in this episode. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody who sent me emails as well, sending me articles and stories for the podcast. Very helpful, and I want to thank you for that. You can always send me something to funnyjones@gmail.com. I also have an Instagram. It's @funnyjones. Please follow me. Drop me a little DM. Maybe you have a story. You can leave the link in there, or you just want to say hi. That's cool, too. I don't get out of California all too often, but when I do, I publish where my shows are happening. So the end of the month, I'll be traveling back to Massachusetts, and I'll be doing shows the end of August at Nick's Comedy Stop in downtown Boston. So you'll find all that information on my Instagram @funnyjones. Okay, well, I don't want to keep you any longer. It's already going to be about 20 minutes of your day. I would never keep you longer than 20 minutes of your day. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your time. All right, we'll see you tomorrow, and good luck with your life, man.